Vanguard rides again. Alright, let me go ahead and see if I can fix this camera. Sorry about that. Well, today's video was inspired by really my last video. After seeing that debate, it got me thinking about the topic of self-improvement in general. And as I mentioned before, my self-improvement journey began after several severe emotional breakdowns. I experienced several tragedies that really shook me to my core and brought me to my lowest point. And from that lowest point, I was able to see reality as it truly was, I suppose. I guess you could say I was black-pilled. I saw reality as it truly was, and from there I had to regain the hope to build myself back up from the ground up. So ultimately I'm thankful for those experiences. You know, at the time they seem like the worst possible thing that could happen to you, but you know, you grow past them and then you look back at them and you're just like, that wasn't so bad. You know, you climb the mountain and you don't see the mountain anymore. All you see is the beautiful view in front of you, and the treacherous journey up, you know, it's in the past. So, you know, when I began my purpose or my quest to better myself, it was supposed to be like, I suppose it was so I could better handle the tragedies that life could throw my way, the hurdles. I could jump them like on a track field, or perhaps to never encounter them to begin with. These are the things I was seeking as I bettered myself. I was like, nothing like this will ever happen to me again, is what I thought. But it was on this journey that I encountered many charlatans and foolish pieces of knowledge. And I began to realize that a lot of self-improvement, in the words of Tyler Durden, or I guess it wasn't Tyler, was it? It was Joe. In the words of the amazing Fight Club, self-improvement is masturbation. Now, don't get me wrong. There's no, you know, there's so much self-improvement information out there that will enhance your life. So much of it is very useful. So much of it is very practical. But there also is much of it that's largely a waste of time. You know, it doesn't really add anything to your life. Well, it adds one thing, which I'm about to get to. Much of it feeds the ego. It adds to your ego. It fills your head with the idea that you'll become this fantastical version of yourself that can accomplish all these amazing things. You know, it requires you to become just as it requires you to become just as fueled by fantasy as you were before you were, I suppose, black-pilled, right? Before that happened to you. Now you're just doing it in a different way, you know? And it's like you will become this fantastic Ubermensch only if you implement some rudimentary knowledge. Sorry, I started stuttering like a madman there. I suppose I need some self-improvement myself. But anyways, only if you implement some rudimentary knowledge that you probably already knew to begin with. I mean, like, if you really think about it, when they say stuff like, you know, put on nice clothes or go to the gym and be healthy, and like they'll put it through like a red pill lens or something like that, like this like fantasy lens that this shit will make your life become so much better. And in your, you know, these are things you already knew. You knew this. You knew this already. You were just trying to escape it. You know, even when you got down to your lowest point, the reason you started seeking out self-improvement stuff to begin with is because in your head you were like, things in my life are not going so well. Maybe I should change some things, right? And you already knew in your head, like I said, what these things probably should be. You're like, I should probably get stronger. I should probably have more money. I should probably, you know, just basic things to make your life better, you know? But you go on YouTube and you fall down the pipeline, and then you probably don't end up implementing anything to begin with, you know? You just become a superficial person. You start wearing better clothes, maybe. You learn a few pickup artist tactics. You know, you become uber religious. You know, you become a man of the cloth out of the blue, and all these women are sinful thoughts, godless thoughts, right? Or worse yet, you become a walking ideologue, just parroting all the things these self-improvement gurus shoved into your head. You know, there's so little self-improvement information that's actually practical and useful and might actually be new information that might change your life, might change your perception. And I realized that after watching the Coach Greg versus Hafeez debate, where you look at someone like Hafeez, and you know, I remember a guy once summed up a lot of these red pill guys, and I couldn't even disagree with him when he said this. Although, I'll get to that. He said something where these red pill guys are teaching you things that your father would have taught you or should have taught you. So many men are fatherless, don't even have good relationships with their fathers, so they didn't learn a lot of this stuff. But it's true. Like, it's really just like basic, rudimentary knowledge. You should do your taxes. You should probably write things down. You should work out. You know, yeah, women, you should learn to talk to women. You know, just very basic, rudimentary things. But then they take it and they kind of make it into this fantastical mission, which I guess is good, you know, giving people that sense of purpose, making them think that this is some grand journey that they must begin. You know, that can help. But like I said, so much of it becomes, you're not even implementing any of the knowledge, you know. You're just sitting there becoming this shinier turd. You know, you're all the same underneath. You've done no internal work. You haven't rebuilt yourself in any way. You've just found a better way to present yourself, you know. And there are so many guys like this I would see, like when I would go out at night with my friends. When I first began self-improvement, I used to do that very often and try the whole pickup artist thing. You know, I did that for a little bit before I got really fucking bored of it. But you know, you'd see these guys, and it was always so easy to spot guys who had consumed a lot of red pill knowledge. Like, you're looking at them, and like I said, there's like, you can see with your eyes that there's nothing in there. That they're just, like, they'll talk to you, and the way they talk, it's like, it's so performative and enhanced. You're just like, Jesus Christ. It's just, like I said, self-improvement can help you, can help fix your life, but at the same time, it can also become a crutch. It can become, like I said, masturbation, where you're just wasting your time, doing absolutely nothing to change or better yourself. You're just becoming a slightly more attractive version of yourself, and even then, often you'll be attracted to the wrong kinds of people, and you just end up wasting away spiritually, you know? So, this just came to my mind. I decided I had to make a video of it and to talk about the pitfalls that can happen when you begin trying to improve yourself, the things you should probably avoid. You know, if you're gonna better yourself, it starts on an internal level. I mean, I suppose you can start on an outward level as well and work your way inward, but you have to be careful. Like, you have to be careful, and you have to be able to, you have to be able to distinguish if the things you're doing are actually going to improve your life for the long haul, or if they're just gonna make things kind of cool and fun right now in the moment. But anyways, that's all I gotta say on the matter. And Vanguard out. Oh, actually, you know what? No, not Vanguard out. I want to announce that the new podcast is coming, Adventures in Bad Taste. One, like and subscribe to this video. Do that first. But also, Adventures in Bad Taste is, am I freezing? Oh no, it's coming back. So stay tuned for that. Same bad place, same bad channel. 6:30 Wednesday. Anyways, like and subscribe to the video, and Vanguard out.